Welcome back. This is From the Hip. We're going to touch on a few subjects, and then we might basically just go into whatever. But what do you want to say to start off?
Well, my From the Hip, I guess, is sort of a rant or rave. Last week we made, or 2 weeks ago, made a video called The Budget, and we didn't finish it. But before I get into how we can fix the budget, I just want to play a little recording that I hope you guys can hear from all Republicans' favorite president, Ronald Wilson Reagan. I'm going to put my phone close so you can hear.
Why not? You can get cancer.
This is from a documentary called The Union.
They believe today, and I'm disappointed in the media, that it hasn't brought this information, this new information to the people of this country more than it has. They believe that marijuana could well turn out to be the most dangerous drug that is in use in our country today.
If you're a politician, you can get elected on them.
I'm going to play that one more time so you can hear what he's trying to tell you, because you might not understand.
They believe today, and I'm disappointed in the media, that it hasn't brought this information, this new information to the people of this country more than it has. They believe that marijuana could well turn out to be the most dangerous drug that is in use in our country today.
Now, if you could hear that properly, hopefully you could, that was Mr. Ronald Wilson Reagan telling the country back when he was president that marijuana could be the most dangerous drug in existence. This is at a time when crack cocaine was being sold by our government to fund the war. You had cocaine itself, then you didn't have crystal meth, so yes, I guess you could say it was worse than heroin or cocaine or crack, but oops, I didn't hear it again. My point on all that is Ronald Reagan didn't know what the hell he was talking about. So anyone that thought he was the greatest president was such a smart man. Obviously he was stupid. To say that weed was the most horrible drug in the world is just the most idiotic thing that any president could say, next to saying I did not have sex with that woman.
That was pretty genius. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
But as to my point on fixing the budget,
Depending on the
legalize
Right.
legalize marijuana and the budget will be fixed in 15 years. Guarantee it. You tax it,
Right,
you regulate it, you sell it just like cigarettes. Thus, you create jobs in every state. You create 300 jobs in every state automatically. You have to have people to grow it, people to monitor it, people to feed it, people to keep the bugs away, people to trim it, people to make sure the lights are on, and yes, people to guard it from morons that would try to break into any lab and steal it. But you would create jobs in every single state across the country. You would earn $5 to $10 billion a year, I guarantee you, if it's legal, and anybody can buy it. You are going to earn $5 to $10 billion a year in taxes and industry. You want to fix the budget and stop the debt and create jobs in every country? There you go, Obama.
Anybody.
That's all I got to say on that. That's my From the Hip.
You ain't gotta say just Obama. Anybody.
Well,
Shit,
yeah,
you know?
but he's president right now.
Well, yeah.
So I'll say it to
right.
him. But I'll say it to you too, Mitt Romney. You become president.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, yeah.
That's just my feeling.
My little From the Hip is I just want to give a little shout out to the Detroit Tigers for winning today. Verlander pitched and won. They won 4-0.
All right.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Sports update.
My From the Hip involves local politics. I believe it was a week ago that Verge Pinero laid off all the city temporary workers. It wasn't unheard of, but it was rather abrupt how he did it.
They are only temporary employees.
They normally get a couple of weeks. Their contract dictates they're supposed to have 2 weeks
Judge
notice
showing
before.
some dignity.
Yeah, 2 weeks before they just lost their job like that.
Oh.
You know, but he got rid of all those people and then decided to hire a company out of Detroit to mow all the lawns that they're supposed to mow. It's not that they didn't have any work to do. It's not that, they just figured they could save a little money if they hired this outside contractor.
From an hour away, hour and a half away?
Yeah, but see, the people are not going to be coming up here with their own equipment. They are going to use the city's equipment. So the city does not save any money on maintenance or fuel or anything. They simply just got rid of the public workers in favor of private workers.
Basically, old Verge had a buddy who had a company down in
Exactly.
Detroit.
It reeks of,
and he wanted to help him out.
somebody that
Crap,
made
son
a
of a
physical,
bitch.
contribution to his campaign, but it doesn't have to directly be like that. Say,
Is that why he sells everything downtown to Gillespie Group?
yeah, that's basically why. I mean, the city's got
They're
it
good
carved
buddies,
up
aren't
quite a
they?
bit. We've annexed 2 parts of other cities and called them Lansing, like the Delhi Township.
But doesn't it
Thing
look
that we
better
made
downtown?
It comes at the cost that it's coming at.
I mean, we're not really. I'm not
Assholes,
paying
no.
shit in no city. I don't pay shit in city tax.
Do you live in the city?
No.
Well, that's why. If you live in the city,
I
Yeah.
work out of the city. I pay
right?
city tax.
Yeah, it goes by where you.
I pay $1,200 just in property tax to the city of
Well,
Lansing.
no, I
every
don't
year.
own a house. I ain't got to pay no property tax. No.
Okay, and what I get for that is my streets
Right.
don't get plowed,
Yeah.
They don't.
Gotcha. Yeah, you actually pay taxes on that shit. I don't.
all that kind of stuff, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. They pass a millage to keep the parks up. They close all the parks and don't mow them. They close the golf courses, don't mow
Yeah,
them.
250
They
grand
pass
comes
a
up
millage
missing.
Yeah.
saying they want to fix all these schools, and all the schools in the
Yeah.
pamphlet have been closed. So
Yeah.
all the money they got for those millages
My
to
school
fix
was
those
closed.
schools don't fucking.
My elementary school was closed.
Yeah, see, they go on these things and they sell these voters and stuff and say, this is what we want to do with this millage increase. We want to repair these schools and make them, update them.
Right.
So the millage passes, they get the increase in money, then they turn around and close the school, fire all the
Right.
teachers, and keep the money. And they do this over and over and over again. Ever since Burgess got into office, they've sectioned up the town. Now we're annexing other parts of Lansing Township and Delhi Township, and saying they're part of Lansing now. Then we're taking a big chunk out of Riverfront and giving it away to an Indian tribe in hopes that they'll build a casino on it. I mean, they're just carving this shit up. You ask
Why not?
anybody that's been here, this is a good thing to talk about as far as city politics go.
Ain't
Ask
that what a
anybody-
city is good? Ain't that good for the city though?
Only for the
Well,
rich people. in the
look at it
city.
this way. Look at it this
Well,
way.
I mean, for the development of the city is what I'm saying.
Ask
though.
anybody who's of age in
No,
Lansing.
casinos aren't good. Casinos
No,
not
no,
even
no.
good.
But here, I got a point to make,
Oh,
though.
no.
This is one of the turning points in Lansing's history that really defines where we're headed. The Civic Center. We
Yep.
used to have the Lansing Civic Center.
Yep, I
That was
remember
built
that
by the
shit.
Veterans Administration and given to the city of Lansing
Yeah.
for the people.
Okay.
The city council decided, oh, well, it doesn't belong to the city anymore. It's our property. We're going to sell it. So they turned around and sold it to what's now the Lansing Center.
Yeah.
Okay, ask anybody that's lived in Lansing for a long time who's of age. Ask them, how many times did you go to the Civic Center and see a concert or something like that? The vast majority of people who I ask this question, and I do ask it, is they'll give 4 or 5 instances. I went and seen this there. I went and
Yeah.
seen that there. I say, okay,
remember going there
how
to see
many
wrestling
times have
back
you
in
been
the
to
day.
the Lansing
Seen the
to the
wrestling.
to
Yeah, I
the
remember wrestling.
to the Lansing Center?
No.
I've never been there. I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah.
What's that tell you?
Yeah.
Was that a better asset for the city of Lansing before or now? Ask anybody. Ask
Well,
that
see,
question.
The reason for them to make the Lansing Center was to bring more outside in.
But what
But
it
it
does
doesn't-
is
it
basically
doesn't work.
takes,
No, it
takes
doesn't work.
public-owned
No.
assets,
Right.
stuff that's an
'Cause
asset
it's
to
like
the city of
convention
Lansing.
shit.
Yeah, and it sells it to private developers so that they can. I mean, another good
Of
example.
course,
is
it
the
does
Sycamore
create
Golf
money
Course.
because a guy might walk across the street to the fucking Lugnut's house or whatever and have dinner and.
Lansing's only known
beer or
of one
something,
tax
but-
abatement or any kind of tax program.
They need to
or
liven
benefit
up
like-
downtown more if they plan on doing some shit like that.
If you have the money to develop downtown and live downtown, should you get a 50% tax break?
No.
Well, that's what they do.
That's what they do.
I know.
The Stadium District, Prudent Place,
Yeah.
all them fucking new high rises in there. You move in there, you only pay 50% tax rate for 12 years. Those fucking homes are $100,000 a piece.
Yeah.
So you're saying the most wealthy among the Lansing residents should
Right.
get a 50% tax break.
Right.
I don't receive no 50%
Right.
tax rate.
For what? And they make the most.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got. What you got is the same old shit we've had since John Engler was governor of Michigan. Whereas sell off
now-
all the public fucking entities
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
have, sell everything
Yeah.
public, and
Now,
privatize it all.
was Hollister as good as it seemed? Or
No.
was he political too?
No, see, he was able to ride GM's coattails because
Oh,
when they were
okay.
here, economics were good, people were
Yeah,
pacified,
everything was
nobody
good.
really gave a shit.
Well, I mean, 'cause
Nobody
he
even
brought
paid
the lug
attention.
nuts, dude, and everything. I remember that shit.
That was all.
And they're a pretty successful team. I mean, overall, they're pretty good. They've won a couple championships.
But they're called the lug nuts, and they're it's
That
Oldsmobile
name is
Stadium.
different. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
because of GM, and what did they do?
I was going to be on GM ain't even around it.
Right. No, it's gonna be like Fifth Third Park.
But it
Or
just
not
seems
Fifth
to me
Third,
with
there's
this
already
Virgin
one of
Monero
those.
shit, it's like
PNC Bank Park.
he waves the flag of a progressive Democrat and says that's what he's about, but he is absolutely not about that whatsoever.
He runs things like a Republican.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he does.
The people who surround him, Tim Barron
See, but
likes
that
him.
shows though. It
Tim
doesn't
Barron
even
is a
matter
conservative.
what
Why would
party
he
you
support
Virgin Monero.
Yeah. Gillespie Group, who Verge and Gillespie are like this?
Buddies.
You know,
He's a conservative.
you look in
group,
their property and Gillespie properties, and they got posters up for Mike Rogers for Congress.
Oh, nice.
So you're talking about somebody who supports the Republican agenda yet backs Verge Monero because he's nothing but a Republican. He's a stealth Republican.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Lansing, you got to wake up and realize what kind of a joker we got in office and get rid of him. And all his little minions in the city council too. Kathy Dunbar,
Vote for Chris for mayor. We need Chris.
Chris
to run
Leland
that
for
shit.
mayor.
Chris will hook this shit up.
Well, lead the world. We'll start small, right from Lansing.
Exactly. We'll start
Right.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
R.D.C. show's taking over the world. Here we
Yeah,
come.
we're gonna try to.
Look
And we
out.
want you with us.
Change the world,
We
people.
want you with us. We have to have
Next time you
with
go to
us.
vote, don't vote for any of the top people.
None
Vote
of
for
them.
people.
The pen is mightier than the sword, and the
Exactly.
thoughts are bigger than bullets.
Just write in your own vote.
That's right.
Put
Everybody-
your name in.
Next
the people
time
are
there's
the
an election,
fucking
just write in someone's
president.
name.
At
Write in
least
your own
know
name.
who you're voting for, and if you don't know anybody at all
Yeah,
in the
right.
thing, don't vote.
Yeah.
Do that much. Just leave it blank and vote on the things that you know about, but vote.
Don't fall for the commercials that they put out and say what they're going to do for you. Because they all tell you what you want to hear just to get that vote.
If they
I think
tell you
everybody
that
should
the
just put
sky
their
is
name
falling,
in it.
the sky is falling, you just don't listen to that crap.
Because if you don't vote, there's some way they're going to be able to mess with the ticket and fuck with it and shit. So just write your own name in.
Well, they do that already. Remember, Al Gore was president.
Right. Exactly.
And then all the black
See?
people's votes in
So if
Florida
everybody
suddenly
writes their name in,
found in a church
you
in a
ain't gonna
white
be able to
community,
fuck that
they
up.
all voted for Bush.
you ain't gonna be able to fuck that up. If everybody writes their name in.
You know, it's funny when the Supreme Court leans for Republicans' way and conservatives are all happy, but when it leans against them, well, then the world is dead as we know it.
That's what I propose to the people.
So vote for someone
Stop
you know.
voting for these.
Because you know who I want in charge
Oh
of
my
me?
God.
Somebody that lives like I do. Somebody like
Someone that
you
knows.
that's watching this show.
Who's at
Yeah.
least experienced it firsthand.
That's
Exactly.
right. Knows what it's like
Check
to
to
live
check.
check to check, week to week, pay the gas bill or pay the electric, buy food or buy gas. What are you going to do?
Right.
Those are the people that should run the country. Not the
Exactly.
people that are born with a silver spoon in their mouth
Bullshit.
and just run through people like us. Like Mr. Virgin Monero and Mitt Romney and Obama.
And they don't give two shits.
Rick Snyder.
Rick Schneider.
Snyder. All of them.
All of them.
All them
Tim
fools.
Pawlenty.
The whole across, even other states, other countries.
All over the world. Let's change it. That's the R.D.C. show this week. Any last words?
I'm good. It was a good week.
As Christopher just said, peace.
Peace.